Leo, Leo, Leo. We are back, and this time not to talk about your person, although your person might show up in this reading. This is about some heads up and situations that are coming up in July for you. And let's see who we see in the reading. The usual announcements apply. No gender. Please like and subscribe. If I turn out to be not your favorite reader down the road, you can always unsubscribe in a couple months. I would just appreciate the support for now. As I get started, putting out 12 videos a week and getting 1 or 2 subscribers. I don't know. I guess subscribers make me feel like somebody gets something, from the readings, I guess. But I guess it's not everything. But I'm also trying different things. So if I have subscribers who are seeing what I'm doing, maybe they can let me know what they like, what they don't like, or if they even... I do have another job, but you have access to me to pull an extra card for clarification if your story, you need a little more going on or whatever. I started to, I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but it's upside down though, so maybe it's fine. Who knows? It's all good. Also, if you hit the dislike button, I won't understand because I'm new. So if you feel you must that I did something that horrible, then by all means, if you give me constructive criticism, I will take it in the spirit that it was given, and I will take heed. Now, mind you, some things are just personal preferences, like if I warm up too much for some people who just want me to get to the reading, or if I just get to the reading and someone feels that it was just I jumped in too quickly, that's all personal preference. But you're still welcome to tell me about your personal preference. I just hope you wouldn't hit dislike and make me wonder what I did. So I would appreciate that. Don't worry if you really didn't like something, and if you're nice about how you explain it to me, I will totally respect it. Okay. Now, if you're mean about it, I don't get paid for this, so dealing with somebody saying something upsetting, I probably will just need to delete it, and I won't think of what it was or whatever. I'll just figure you're having a bad day or something. I won't take it personal, but I won't want to deal with it. Okay. So anyway, without further ado, Leo, let's see what the month of July has in store for you with the people in your life. Okay. Your overall energy is the 3 of Swords upside down. Now, I've seen that card tonight once so far, and it kind of meant like taking one for the team in that reading, so my heart jumped right to that. But in this particular case, it's in the reverse, so I'm thinking you're not willing, or you're not ready, or not gonna go there for whatever reason. I think you will protect your heart. You will not let those swords go through it. And that is your overall energy for this story. So let's see what's happening here. Okay. Someone in your life is like hanging out with the swords, protecting themselves, but they're pretty peaceful knowing that they're protected. I don't know why they feel they need protection from you, but they aren't worried about it either. And you're fine on your own for the most part, but you don't want to be. So, by the way, this is, if I don't know how well you can see the video from there, but as you can see, there's quite a few swords in weird positions, and there's also this mosaic here going on. So there's a lot going on in this card, but there's 3 swords here and 1 sword there, which is an interesting way to do 4 of swords. So I'm going to take that into consideration as I go about what's going on, because here you have 10 of them, not 10 of them, 9 of them, and they're upside down. So on one hand, your person is feeling quite comfortable with the protection they have of the Four Swords, but I think that they're regretting they may have they had to lay down their they alienated you, and you don't necessarily like having to, you know, deal with it on your own, but you don't trust this person. So you have to, I mean, I think, Leo, that you're quite capable of being the Nine of Pentacles, which is a very strong person who doesn't really need anyone. I think that you're able to give to yourself, but I don't think in this particular case that you're ready to be that way, because you're sensing the loss of whatever this person did. Somebody betrayed you, and they know they can't do anything about it. At least not right now. Now, I mean, for some of you it might be your person, but I'm not seeing this as your person. I'm thinking more like a best friend, a close friend. It could be somebody you count on at work. I mean, it's one of those cases where it's not really work related, but it could be someone at work, in the sense that someone that you count on, and you're capable of going on things on your own, but it's just not a place that you're quite comfortable yet with, because you're used to having this person, and they stabbed you in the back. I wonder if, or they did something, and they may not have stabbed you in the back unless I get the 10 of swords, but the regrets are quite clear. I don't know about the future of this relationship. It may be that this person realizes that there's no way to fix it, so they're just, lame ducking it or whatever, to a later date, maybe. I mean, clearly this person feels crappy about it, so maybe there's something that's salvageable here, but not in this moment in time. Yeah, you may have to just let this person lie with their crap for a little while, but clearly they feel terrible about it, and I'm not going to shed any tears over this person, but I do think they do care. They just, you know what? They effed up bad. Okay. And then you have somebody who wants a happy homecoming. It may be that your family wants you to reconnect with them, and they see that possibility, and you're not necessarily dying to go and do this, but for the sake of family, you're going to give some of your resources towards making them happy. But, and the Fool card is a trump card. I mean, it overrides any other energies, and it's in the reverse. I don't think that you're willing to just jump into, well, you're ready to provide some resources, whether it's love, your time, or whatever, towards this family endeavor. But how does the Fool play into this? Let me think. Let me feel what's in my body here. Hang on a second. The people in your family are not really being careful with the resources, with what they're not being considerate of what you're trying to provide, or bring to the situation. And I don't know why. Let me pull a clarification card. What? The Emperor. Oh, you know what? I'm going to pull a clarification for this too. I'm curious to see what kind of betrayal we got going on here. Yeah. So yeah, it seems to be that your family is kind of a my way or the highway kind of thing. So what you're willing to give, they're not really appreciating, because they say things perhaps as, of course you need to do that, and they don't really see any sacrifice that you're making because it doesn't register to them, and that doesn't feel very good. But I think you're okay with that. It's just that maybe by knowing about it, you'll be you won't be so, you won't allow them to pierce your heart with it. Okay, so all right, so there's definitely family here, and this is a close friend or love relationship of some kind that is very close, but I don't really necessarily think it's your person. This is, you know what, and I think that when it comes to your person, you're always, you know, too connected than to just be like, to heck with you over a betrayal. I think it gets more complicated. So yeah, I don't think it's your person. It could be, but I think that the person that has done you wrong accepts the situation as walking away. You're not going to let them stab you in the heart. They may have betrayed you, but you're okay, and they know that, and they have to walk away. Okay, all right. So, but what did they do? I mean, maybe the cards are not going to give us any specifics. Maybe there's too many possibilities. I don't know, but I'm kind of curious. Like, what did this person do? Page of Wands. In the upright. They were childish and selfish with what they wanted, and they took action. They did something selfish, and they should have acted more maturely. Okay. Well, I may not know exactly what it is, but it appears to be that they may have done something so selfish that and it appears to be something. Perhaps they, because I kind of asked that same question when I pulled this card. They may have turned their back on you when you needed them. Okay. All right, and then on this line, I see someone is not ready to work hard to get to the other side of the situation with you. And you are not going to ride in with all kinds of communication and work this out. So they're going to have to come in. They're going to have to come in strongly. Now, who is this and what is this situation? It could be your person. They may have baggage. Whether or not they need to fix something with you and bring this crap with them that they have to deal with, or whether or not they're trying to come towards you because they've been silent and whatnot, because they've been unable to face what they need to do to connect with you. But you're not like, I'm in. No. But it is on the table, and I think in a parallel universe, you wish it could be like that. You want to come in with communication and start something really wonderful and lasting. But your person, this is a really, really strong card. This is in the upright and it's major arcana. Sure, it's not the Fool, which is the trump card, but this one is upside down. And the Emperor was a clarification card, so I'm not really going to say too much on that because it's not really part of the reading. This is part of the reading. It's upright, and it's a major arcana. So this is a strong, strong card in this reading. I think that this person knows that they got to get their gear together and not just come in like a knight flying in like you would. This person knows they're going to have to bring a lot more of their game to the situation. Okay, so, and look at this. It's in the upright. So, I mean, we've been talking about how it's in the upright, but this is a very, very key card. You don't have to, you're not in danger of someone piercing your heart here. And you may not know that now, but they may have to cross with something that they're ashamed of, or baggage or something like that, but they're getting their gear together and they're coming towards you. And I do think that this is your person, but there are some people out there that it could be a best friend situation. Now, there could be connections between these things. Like maybe this person is going to try to fix it, and maybe, there's some connection between these lines, and that's possible too, because I could see how someone could be, when I think about another person that could be that important to you besides your person, this person is clearly very important to you. This is a very personal connection. And if your paramour and your best friend happen to be one and the same, then these could be the same people we're talking about. But, that's not always the case for everybody. But you know what? Surprisingly enough, my Oracle deck has been pretty prophetic. I've been using the Dark Mirror tonight because I think it's apropos, because we're looking at, these things that we're having to deal with that aren't necessarily pretty in July, to give us a heads up so we know how to deal with them. So let's see what the spirit guides can give us in terms of advice and clarification. Fragmentation. Ooh. I am going to feel where this is. Fragmented. Okay. I'm hearing that song. I'm torn to pieces. I'm broken down. I still see your face when you're not around. I think that you're not going to let any more swords pierce you, but your heart is fragmented right now. You've had some blows. And you're not feeling strong in your family because they don't really appreciate what you're bringing to the table. And this is a very strong energy that they're being, they're not being very considerate, and that hurts. That hurts a lot. So even though this seems like the lesser with the Fool card here and the whole My Way or the Highway Emperor, this is a lot more painful than I'm giving it credit for. So you got 3 swords here. So again, probably not the same person, because there's a 3rd sword here. And it could be, like I said, and they're hitting, there's a sword for each aspect of your relationship. Maybe the best friend issue and your person, if they were one and the same, the 2 different roles have 2 different swords. It's possible. But you are, this is, I'm sorry. I am so sorry, Leo. But you know what? You're not gonna let this happen. And besides, this was in the upside down before I picked it up for some things. You're not letting that happen. And I think you have just such a strong fire in your heart because you're a Leo and the sun radiates from you. You are such a powerful person that I think the fact that you're not letting this happen suggests a lot about how you're dealing with this fragmentation. But yeah, your heart is in pieces. You're fragmented, but you're not letting these swords pierce you. And Leo, I know you well enough to know you're one strong person and you're going to be okay. All right. And maybe in our next round with the love readings, we can get some more clarification on what's going on there. Okay. All right. Hope you enjoyed the reading, and I will sign off, and hopefully I'll get a better clicker that it doesn't cut off video and I can stop doing this.